I love that.
Okay. And welcome to the live
Hey,
with Pernilla and me. Hello.
hey, Karen. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. And tonight we just thought that we would do something a little bit different. We will talk about the Stan store and just the big creator news that came out this week. And we do not have any affiliations with Stan or Stan Store. Literally, just Pernilla and I, we've just had a little bit of a look-see into it. And we just thought that we would just have a bit of a chat about it, really super informal. And, if you've got any questions or you've got any opinions about it, we'd love to hear that as well. And so, yeah, do you have anything else to add before we sort of start, Pernilla?
No, not really. I think you covered it very well. Yeah.
Yeah, so just jump into the chat. So, anyway, so do you want to kick us off with like a little bit of, I don't know, what did you sort of find out, or do you want me to start, or how should we do this?
You can start, and then I can
Perfect,
tell you what
perfect.
I
All
found. Yeah,
right.
because
So, oh,
I'm curious of what you
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this took my eye this week. So so this is called Stan, and it's Stan, I think it's stan.com or stan.store. But it is some really big news has come out this week, and that news is Stephen Bartlett, who is the Diary of a CEO guy and Dragon's Den and a whole bunch of other stuff. He has become a co-founder of the company, and the
Mm,
founder is a guy called John Hugh, and I think there's one other person, but John seems to be the face of, um, the
mm,
other co-founder side that sort of brought Stephen on. But yeah, so the reason why it's in the news is that Stephen is now co-founder, and yeah, that just does definitely send a signal out to the creator economy that this is something to, I guess, notice, and just, yeah, see what it's about. So
yeah.
what are your sort of thoughts, Pernilla? What did you kind of think when you had a bit of a quick look in?
Well, I think it's like very, very interesting. I actually I've heard about it, but I never checked it out. And I think it's a great way to like for beginners, for new creators
Yes.
to sort of get like we were talking about I was looking very much into the downloadable PDFs that you can make. That's very interesting, like freebies and
Yep.
yeah, among other things that's are interested, but that's what I found like really super easy, because then you can make this sort of a special connection with your audience as well, like offering this freebies and yeah, to collect emails so you can just yeah, have different kinds of conversations with the audience as well. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And as you were saying before, it's that starting to build the email list, isn't it, as well, that everyone talks about.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have an app open, I'm gonna put it.
Hey,
Sorry.
Mel, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I think I got some feedback then. Actually, no, it's gone. So yeah, so all right, so we're just like quickly like skipping through. So Pernilla, do you know Mel runs things? She's a Kiwi, a New Zealander.
No, no.
Mel, Mel, do you know Pernilla? I watched quite a bit actually of Mel's live yesterday. She was doing
Oh,
an artwork, a
really?
gift for her mum. So, but yeah, she's
Oh,
the only other Kiwi that I know. But so yeah, it's really nice to have made contact with her.
cool.
Um, so yeah, the Stand store, it's supposed to be the thing that grabbed my attention is that it's supposed to be an all-in-one, really simple
Yeah,
solution. And at like honestly, we're not advertising this, like totally not advertising it. This is just the information that I saw, but kind of like the low price, it's like $29 US a month. And then they itemized like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight different things that went up to $350 per month. So, for example, those things were
yeah.
mobile optimized link in bio store, calendar invites and bookings, course builder, audience analytics, Instagram auto DMs, the email list newsletter builder, social media template library, and exclusive creator community access. So all of that on other apps comes to $350. Like, not that people necessarily have to have all of those, but I think I saw in their promotion that they were saying, if you've got about 5 apps that you're paying for to do a bunch of stuff and to start your business, well, actually, at $29 a month, and you only have to just learn one platform, like, I find that quite appealing.
Yeah, and it's amazing all that you get, right? I mean, you can just set it up in one day. So I think it's really, really cool that you have it all in one place, because that's been a headache for me. I've actually I done a lot of things, and then I just quit doing them because
Totally.
it
I
gets
know. Some of them
overwhelming.
just fall off
And
because, totally right.
yeah, and the pricing, because it's not like one thing is expensive, but then you need like 6 different things, and yeah, it gets quite
That's
expensive.
right.
So yeah, it's what an advantage to have like everything together and like one that price. It's quite amazing. And like when I was looking into it, I got more and more excited, and
Yeah.
especially as I told you for the downloadable PDFs and freebies that I want to create, because I already created some in Google Docs, but it's not like this is looks more professional, and yeah, it's a very nice way to collect emails. Because as I was saying before, Karen, like the only thing that you own is actually your mailing list, because anything can happen with YouTube. We all know that, right? Like
Yeah.
Mr. Algorithm can get upset, and then all of a sudden he shuts you down, you know?
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
have your email list, you can always like continue having contact with your audience. Meanwhile, maybe you're building it up again. And yeah, it's just great, I think. What do you think? Do you think that um, would you like to do some like freebies and stuff, or are you doing it? I'm interested.
Oh, absolutely. I was just thinking, so Mel is saying that she knows you from a couple of weeks ago from our last
Yeah.
live, and she's just subbed to you.
Oh, now I got the comments on. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, Mel. Being online can be so expensive, right? Like, what is there not to
Mm,
invest in? You've got the music, you've got, what else is there? Honestly, like, you've got editing software, you've got Canva. Of course, we all need Canva. We love
mm,
Canva.
mm.
Um, what else do I pay for? vidIQ. I pay for that.
Chat GPT?
I pay for a bit of Opus. No, I don't. Do you? Do you
No,
have a paid Chat GPT?
I do. I do actually, because I. So you don't make your own GPTs, do you?
No, what is
No.
that? Making your own GPTs.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Well,
log in. I just log in. I go blip, 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 blip. And then sometimes it goes, you've reached your limit today. And I think, oh, yes, I'm probably
oh, yeah.
need the paid plan. Okay. Well, I just log in from another Gmail, Google account if I really cared. But, you're not going all that way, right? Like, you've kind of got the AI into thinking, like following along. So I don't actually do that, because that would just be a waste, because they'd give you some, you know, light sort of garbage, you know what I mean, that you can just find on Google or whatever, rather than you've put on all the work to try and go a little bit more and a little bit more. But you've got the paid.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Because I love to do like, because there's a way you can make your own GPT. So, for example, if you want to do, let's say, your GPT about um, your YouTube channel, let's say,
right.
yeah, you can teach it to. You can put like descriptions. This is what my business is about, and you can make it do things that you can give it instructions of things that you want it to do. Like it can be sort of like your AI assistant, and so it
And
gathers
Reva
information.
talks about that.
Yeah, only like for your business. So you just throw
Mhm.
everything in there, like all the information that you have. And it's very powerful because then, like, on the way, like, it will learn everything
Mm.
about your business. So yeah, it's like having a personal assistant, rather than, when you start another chat, then it,
Oh
it can
yeah.
get confusing. Yeah, it will remember things, of course, from what you talked about before, but having your own GPT, it's quite amazing. You should, yeah. So that's,
Oh,
I think that's one of the reasons why I have the pro version. Yeah.
amazing. We'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Mm.
So yeah, Mel's saying live streaming if you're not using YouTube. And Mel, you used to pay for
Oh yeah.
Chat GPT. So what made you, not want to pay for it anymore? And so tell me, Pernilla, because Reva talks about like having her own sort of AI assistant. And I'm sure she's talking about exactly what you're talking about. And she said, I work it hard, you know, and it just does heaps. So tell me, how do you use ChatGPT, like the paid one? Like, how do you use that to help you with your YouTube channel? I'm dying to know that.
Well, I haven't done it like for a very long time, especially for the YouTube channel. I used to have it more for my, I did the overthinking journal. So I had a website on Shopify, and I made a GPT with all the exercises. I uploaded a PDF from like everything that I had inside this physical journal, because I made it in Canva, so I have a PDF. So I uploaded the PDF to this GPT, and I wanted to like test it out, because when you have it there, it's like App Store, but it's not an App Store, but it's similar, I think, the way it works. So you can have it that it's public, everyone can see it, so everyone can go in there. So, for example, if someone is looking for how to stop overthinking, my GPT can show up there. So I wanted to gather like information, if they liked it, or if the exercises were helpful and things like this. And yeah, I just put like everything in there. So, and made like questions like, oh, how can I become aware of my overthinking? And you can just click, and then my exercises will come up. I'm not very
Mm.
like I'm not an expert. I'm still learning
Yeah,
this, but
yeah.
it's super cool. Yeah. But for the YouTube channel, I haven't. I just put all my scripts in one, so it knows like everything that I talk about. So it's easier for me to make like descriptions and things like this for my videos. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's so many things that you can do with it. It's amazing. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
have
you
some
did.
questions.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you just said that you use it like your assistant. And
Yeah. Yeah.
hello, Peter. Thank you for joining us. On Mel saying that she wasn't using it enough, but that was before she got back onto her channel. So what does it cost? I mean, in like US dollars, like what does it cost the pro version? How much do you pay in US dollars a month or a year, do you think?
I pay monthly. I think it's like $30 for me.
Okay, so
Something
that's
like,
not cheap.
because it's
That's not
euros.
cheap, is it? Yeah.
It's not. And it's, yeah,
No.
because we have different kind of like the taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, interesting. So
mm.
is that, am I blanking out for you, like my image? Because your one cuts out sometimes. Have you noticed that your
Really?
image will just sometimes cut out? But I wonder if I'm doing that for
Um,
you too, just about every couple of minutes or something.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
I
Don't know. I've never seen that before. I'm blaming it on my phone, actually, to be honest, because I've never had it on my laptop before. So maybe it's not every couple of minutes, just super quick. But Yeah, no, that's really interesting. So Peter, do you use ChatGPT very much? I need to use it more. I pay for vidIQ. Yep, yep. Um, yeah. Oh,
And
great.
also
No
I
problems
use
on the
it to,
screen. Great.
oh no. I
So
also
Peter
I
saying
use
no,
it.
no issues.
No, I was about to say that I use it also to create these PDFs that I was talking about, the
Mm,
downloadables that
yeah.
I started to create. Yeah, because since this GPT knows everything about what I'm doing, it's easy to create, because I talk a lot about exercises. So it's easy for it to like sort of look into my scripts, let's say, from my videos, and then it just, yeah, okay, step one, step two, step three. If I say, hey, can you do a downloadable PDF for how to stop negative thoughts, for example, right? So it will like create it from my videos. That's really cool. That's
Yeah,
another way to,
awesome.
yeah,
Very awesome. Yeah.
use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about um, a cool thing that I did yesterday. I um, I found this website. It's called downsub.com,
Okay.
and you just put the link from your YouTube video, and it will give you the script and text, and you can download it. So it will give you like the whole video, every word that you are saying. And then I uploaded it to ChatGPT, and I said, hey, can you do helpful exercise from what I'm talking about? Because I want my viewers to be able to download it, and yeah, as a freebie. So it just, yeah,
Brilliant.
okay. Yeah, it made like this amazing exercise because it knows what I'm talking about. So that's it's a great way to, it's so easy, it's super quick. I mean, I did it in maybe not even 5 minutes, and you
Amazing.
can do
Was it
it.
free?
Yeah,
Was it
yeah, it's
free?
free. Yeah, it's free.
Oh, we
uh,
like free stuff.
downsub.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just like download the file, so you
Yeah, yeah,
get,
yeah.
yeah, it's super cool. I mean, I was thinking about you actually, the video that was so amazing that you did on fear, like the fear of starting a YouTube channel, because in your video you have so many golden nuggets on how, like, the mindset that you have to have, and the things that you can do to actually start, right? You give
Ah,
so many
right.
tips.
Yes.
Yeah, so that video, I was thinking,
Yes.
I have to tell Karen this, because
Yes.
you can make like a downloadable PDF, like, okay, step by step, this is what you can do, um, or or maybe just a writing exercise that you can do. I mean, yeah, you have so much that you can take from only that video, because I would love to have one of those from that video, you know, if, because we
Yeah.
all experience the fear of yeah, when we are on YouTube, and if you're about to start a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make so many things, and it's quick, and you already have the script because it's
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can see Peter saying he hardly uses ChatGPT. Can you read his comment? Really, Peter? Did it really do that?
Yeah, yes, you can get in an argument. It's, yeah.
Really? Is that true? I've not
I
had
am.
that experience before.
Yeah. If you like.
I can't imagine you arguing with yours, Pernilla. Have you had an
No,
argument with
I'm
yours?
quite easygoing. I'm easygoing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're easygoing. You're easygoing. Yeah. Like free stuff. Imagine AI image generator. Mm, okay. So was it
Mm.
a good thumbnail, Peter? Did you like it? Because I know that I've had a very basic play with kind of, oh, do me a thumbnail on this, which is terrible. Like it's all the
Terrible.
quality of the prompts, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's the free and it's just I've given it no context, nothing, 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 and then I expect it to do something great, and I go, oh no, it's not very good, which of course isn't true. But
Yeah.
okay, imagine AI image generation. See, this is our little think tank session here. Image generator. Do you know what? And another interesting thing is Sean Cannell. I don't know if you saw that video he did recently with a guy who's got a, what is he called? I think he's like a physical therapist or whatever they call those. Like, they're not physios, but they're really into it's the guy that talks a lot about intermittent fasting. I know a lot of them do intermittent fasting and keto and things like that. But he was dropping quite a few nuggets that Sean Cannell even said, wow, wow. He just kept on jumping on things because you know how people aren't always dropping nuggets. I mean, things are interesting. But one of
Yeah.
the things that this guy said he does, and he'd never thought of it before, but he said he makes his video, gets the transcript, asks AI what are 10 frequently asked questions like that people would want to know that I
Mm.
haven't answered in this video. And then it gives them the questions, probably the answers to from his video. And he literally records a separate video and puts that at the end. Okay, here are just some of the answers to the frequently asked questions. So Sean's like, wow. So they watch the video, then they get a 10 FAQ session, like a separate little video, which that's
Wow.
pretty clever, right? That's who's doing that. Not many people are doing that.
Wow. Because you always remember things afterwards. Like, why didn't I say that? And
Yes,
you know,
yes.
yeah.
And just, you know what you know, like we all know what
Yeah.
we know, but we can't necessarily anticipate that someone's going to be like, oh, what does that look like? You know what I said to you, what does that look like when you like, control, you command your mind and you tell your mind things,
Exactly.
and I said, oh, what does that look like? And you're like, oh yeah, good question. So well, that was pretty clever.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like from what you said about the transcript. Peter, I liked
Yeah.
it so much. I used it on my last video. Just type in what you want. Oh, cool. It's free to download the image. Amazing.
I
Script writing,
really
but added
haven't
and really drilled
taken
down
it.
to polish it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You need to polish, of course. Yeah.
you do,
That
you do,
saves
you
time.
do.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do you tell me, everyone, do you speak extra nicely when you're putting in instructions or requests into ChatGPT? Like, are you doing please and thank you and all the niceties, or are you sort of, dropping that off because, like, if you don't need to use it, maybe you don't need to use it? What about you, Pernilla? Do you say, please, can you blah, blah, blah? Do you say that, or
That
do you just say, come up with a list of blah, blah, blah?
that's a great question. And we should do that because I do that sometimes, but we should compare it, right? Like if we do the please or if we don't, if we're more like ba, 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 we should compare it. Maybe it's going to act differently. You think? Like sometimes I do, but I do it without thinking about
We
it.
do it
Oh,
without thinking. Of
I
course,
love
yeah,
this.
we
I
do.
love this question. I love it because maybe it will react differently if you do the please. What do you think? I don't know.
Well, I
Do you
tell you,
guys do
okay,
that?
okay, right. We'll ask Peter and Mel. Um, yes. So Mel, you say please and
That's
thank
why
you.
we argue. Yeah.
Peter, I just talk the way I talk. Maybe that's why we argue. Could be, could be. Do you know what?
Mm.
I've come across this really amazing Cambridge mathematics professor. She has got this huge channel, and for some reason, it just came up on my shorts feed one day. No doubt I would have been talking about AI or something like that, you know what I mean, that afternoon. So it's just
Mm.
coming up. But she, I think, has got like probably one of the best explanations for why you should, use your manners, or the argument for using manners versus not using manners. So I will find
Mm.
that, Pernilla, and I'll drop that into one of our chats because it's a short and it's a few minutes long, but you only need to listen to her for like 10 seconds. And, she just she's just very charismatic and she's very camera confident. She's amazing and she makes films and does other things alongside her little Cambridge University mathematics professor job. But
Wow.
really, really compelling, really compelling. argument for yes, you should
You
use your
should,
manners.
right?
You should, you should, definitely. Yep, definitely. Because
Yeah.
I think one of the things from what I remember is that it's just a way of, like, if that's normally you, that's kind of the quality that you're going to get back, kind of thing. And yeah, but she spoke to it very articulately, and it was like, oh my goodness, I'm really glad I've watched this short.
I
I
would
think the
love to.
comeback is more polite. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's stupid. Try
Exactly.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe Peter, if you know if that's what you like, just to kind of like keep it all like straight, no fluffery, then yeah. And in actual fact, Peter, like, are you saying that's what you get back? You get it talking to you quite directly. Oh, isn't that nice? What Mel said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, so that is interesting. Popping back to the, oh, now here's something that I have done too. I've actually signed up, going back to the Stan store. I've signed up to the 30-day Stan store challenge that is free to have a little play. So I'm going to quite enjoy that. And I thought the other notable thing about it is that it only sells digital products as opposed to like Shopify. They do digital and physical products, don't they?
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
in Stan Store, it seems so much. It's easier to do it because in Shopify, it's a little bit. You need to click, 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 click. Click.
How many
I
how
don't
many YouTube videos do we not have time to watch to get good at Shopify?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally.
So
Um,
this is
yeah,
amazing, I think, because it was actually, as I told you, I was looking at a video. She was making a review, and it was so simple. She showed like everything that you can use inside there, and it's just click, click. That's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like iPhones, right? Like with iPhones, like that's and look, sometimes Apple just drive you crazy too, right? When they force you to change, charging, what do you call it, ports and all the things, right? Like they really try and control us as much as possible. But
Yeah.
I do compare things to like Apple, like when I was saying, oh, it's just like an iPhone or like an Apple product or something. So you know, that's how
It's a
good.
B. It's a B again. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
have to
grab the
take it
B,
out.
grab the
I'm
B,
sorry.
grab the B.
Oh my God.
If our chat GPT had individual personalities, it would be great. Yes. I wonder if that is what, because Peter, did you say that you do pay for it? I'm just scrolling back.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Sorry, guys.
no, it's all right. Um,
I'm in nature.
you're in nature.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Stan Store is going to be huge when Steve Bartlett becomes a
Yeah.
co-founder. Yep, that's right. Totally.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. He's like the king of content. I mean, wow. Yeah. He's amazing.
And I
Mm.
went actually because he was like saying, like, I'm quite excited over these next few days just to set the store up because it's like there's nothing to lose, right? Like if you're actually interested in doing that. But then he
Yeah.
goes, oh, click on this link here if you want to see my one, just as an example. So you click on it and it's so beautiful and clean. It just sits so beautifully on your phone. You actually
Mm.
want to interact and you want to be part of that, when something is aesthetically designed and so simple. So I was actually like clicking on his little bricks, that he had all his things. And I think one of the things that he's selling, it was interesting to see all the stuff he's selling, but one of them I think might have been the types of questions that his questioning style on Diary of a CEO. That might have been like, I don't know, $69 or something, but there were all these cards and stuff. So he's got some really high quality products in there.
Wow. I
Actually,
love that.
they've got to be digital cards, of course, like when they say cards, yeah. But that's the whole way they sell it. But to kind of
Yeah.
like, okay, what are the actually, wouldn't it be interesting to put some of his scripts into an AI and just say, you know, can you tell me about his questioning strategy, right? I mean,
Exactly. And just
that's another
imagine.
way to find out, isn't it? We could make our
Wow.
own cards.
Exactly. Just but imagine
Yeah.
he's like, wow, the resources this guy has. I mean, oh wow. And the psychology behind everything that he does, because I mean, that's how psychology, like how he used his platform to, oh my god, yeah, he's amazing. I'm going to check that out. I didn't know. I just went in last night, and I was like, I want to sign up. So
Mm.
I'm gonna sign up today. Yeah, yeah,
Do it because it starts
yeah,
actually tomorrow.
yeah,
The 30-day challenge starts tomorrow. But they
yeah.
say to everyone, you can sign up anytime within the month because you've only got, I think, maybe to the end of the month. But
Mm,
no harm lost, right? Have a good play in there and, just we can go,
yeah,
you can upload some of your stuff in there and sign up to the
exactly.
Stripe account and all that sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, the logistics of signing up to some PayPal, what do you sign up to? You know,
yeah,
don't need that
exactly.
headache.
Yeah. I hate PayPal. Sorry, I dislike
Oh,
PayPal.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
hate is a
exactly.
very
Yeah.
strong word. Yeah, hate is a strong word, but I don't like it. Oh my god,
No, no, I
no,
know.
it's terrible.
I
I like
did,
Stripe.
I did, Peter. Yeah,
Mm,
okay, good, good. And there's
mm,
a reason why they would have picked it. There would
mm.
have been, it would
Yeah,
have been the best in show.
yeah.
I have seen his interview with Evie. How do you pronounce her name? Pomporus. She's incredible, isn't she? A
Oh
force
my
of
god.
nature.
Yeah,
Like her TED talk.
yeah. But so
Yeah.
direct, so easy to understand, and so relatable, and you just go, yeah, you know, yeah,
Yeah. She's
amazing.
badass.
She's
Yeah.
badass. Yeah.
She's
Don't
badass.
mess
Yeah.
don't mess with her.
Don't mess with her. Hey,
No.
speaking of Stephen, it's interesting actually. I was so one of the things that Phil from What's Up Boomer was saying today, and Mel and Peter, do you know the What's Up Boomer, that channel? Have you been to see Phil, who's working at Home Depot? He's 66. He retired, left, obviously left his jobs and the job that he was doing and everything, but he went and got a part-time job at Home Depot. So let me know because actually, Mel, you know him. You will have known him anyway, but I know that you saw some of our live today. But Peter, do you know Phil from What's Up Boomer? But anyway, that
Yeah.
is just to say that Phil said that he is trying doing the cutting in. Now, what do you think of this, Pernilla? Because you don't ask people to like and subscribe and comment, do you? Do you?
I've done some, banners in Canva, and
Yes.
some videos I want to start doing it, but I always forget.
Yeah.
I need to remind myself, because actually that's just a great way for me getting out to people, more like the ones that maybe wants to listen to me. I mean, or it's just a way of saying that, hey, I want to reach more people just like you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we should do it. Do you do it? Like, not?
I don't. I don't. And I have to say, I've got a bit of an awkward sort of feels about it. Like I never mind when creators do it, but I just
Yeah,
need to sort of like get over that because Dee from Dee and Doug Retired, Dee
yeah,
just always tells people off, literally. Like she'll just go, look, it's good to do it. You're allowed. It's good to do it. Like you must do it, actually, she sort of says. You
yeah,
have to, otherwise people will never think of it. But I was thinking about, first of all, Phil was saying that he has started doing it and he started doing it in like he's filmed something separate and he goes, hey, if you're enjoying this video, please make a comment, like and subscribe. It really helps me. And then he's back to the video. So he
yeah,
just cuts part of his video, pops that in and finishes it. And the other interesting thing that I've noticed, of course, is that Stephen Bartlett is doing that now. Have you guys noticed that? That at the beginning of his videos, he almost gives people like a little bit of almost like a telling off. He goes as close up to that edge as he can because
yeah,
he goes, do you know that only 55% of people who watch this channel are
yeah.
actually subscribed? Like he actually gives you the talk and he just
Mm,
goes, so, and they're repeatedly watching and enjoying this content. What would really help us? I'm
mm.
really asking you. So he's really like appealing to people.
Yeah,
So he has really started to do that. And it's interesting because I quite liked it when I saw it on Phil's. When I saw him, I told him it was like a bit of a pattern interrupt because you can get a little bit hypnotized, when you're like
Yeah,
enjoying someone's video. And then if someone just goes, hey, and it's nice and quick and so I might experiment with that as well.
we should. And also it's important to do it in the beginning, because when you look at the analytics, you
Mhm.
know that people drop off after X amount of minutes, like normally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're lucky if they watch the whole thing, right?
Of
So
course we are. Of course. Yeah.
yeah, it's important to do it in the beginning. Yeah, but we should.
Yeah.
I mean, we should. I mean, that's why we are here, right? We want
That's
to
why we're here.
reach and help more people. I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah, we shouldn't feel like awkward about it, because it also depends on how you do it, how you express yourself while you're doing it. Like you can do it in a very, chill way, and yeah,
Of
but
course.
still,
Yeah.
like say it, because I mean, if they are getting value from your content, and believe me, they are, Karen. I mean, yes. So yeah, just yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
should just
Nice.
ask. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter's
Because
saying,
maybe they don't
and
think about it also.
I don't think, no, of course not. No.
Mm.
So yeah, Peter's saying he doesn't because in 2025,
I feel like,
people know how it works. Comment with a question. Ah, interesting. So you ask people to comment. Oh, so you ask them a question and say, hey, look, do you do this? Leave me a
yeah,
comment to let me know. Is that what you mean, Peter? Subscribe images of watermark. Do you guys tell me, do you guys think that works? Have you noticed a difference, or would you just never know? Because how would you know? Can you find out, like, have people clicked on the watermark? Is that in the analytics?
I have
If
no
a
idea.
subscriber, I know that's a
Mm.
that's a fancy question, isn't it? Peter,
But
you might know. Mel, you might know.
yeah, I hear you, Peter. Like I feel like it's 2025. Yeah, and you're right. But I also, like, if you look at analytics from the, when they check if these kinds of thing works, I mean, they work. I mean, it works to actually tell people that, yeah, can you please subscribe?
Mm,
So but I hear
mm,
you. I also feel like, oh, but they should know, but maybe not everyone, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mel, you do, don't you? You talk about, think you do, if you like, if you've liked this video. Um, but then did you say that after your dog walk? Or was that a live? The dog walk you did a couple of days ago? It might have been a video, or maybe you were live. I think you might have been live when you're doing a dog walk. You can remind me. Yeah, call to action. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So just on the thing. So the other thing about Stan Store is it's the link in bio feature. So
Oh
that
yeah.
is that is quite something, right? You don't have to say, I don't know, what are you saying? Sign up to my newsletter or whatever. You can literally just go Stan Store. I think I think it might be Reva. There's somebody who has got the Stan Store. I'm pretty sure it's Reva. I'm pretty sure she's had one for a while.
Yeah.
Because when I looked down at her description, and I think I just saw Stan Store everything. So she's onto it. But
Mm.
yeah, the link in bio thing's good. When I'm on live, I forget to ask and remind people. Totally, that's totally easy to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Mel did a really incredible job yesterday. She did a live. She was doing some artwork, a gift for her mum, for about, I think, nearly 4 hours. And then she's like, I actually do have to go now. I really have to go now. Like I have to go and get on with my life. I've got dogs to walk and people to feed. And, she's eating the kiwi fruit and someone's talking about fuzzy little green creatures. And like someone said, oh, is she fuzzy and green too? And Mel's like, whoa, what? And then someone was trying to describe the fruit or something. And then Mel holds up a rather bald, because they are kind of bald these days, actually, kiwi fruit. Do you know kiwi fruit, Pernilla? Kiwi? Do you guys call them
I
kiwi, maybe?
I did when I was 20 or something. When I was in art school of art. Yeah, we had this student, and she was here for 1 year. So yeah, that's the only
Oh, was
one.
she Kiwi? Oh, that's the kiwi. Oh, yes. So do you know the fruit? Do you know the kiwi fruit? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think we export all the best ones out of here, don't we, Mel? Like we can just have all the little wibbly wobbly ones. Sonia wouldn't have the first clue how to begin creating a digital product. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, a digital product. You've created some digital products, did you say, Pernilla?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
what are digital products? I mean, sometimes I've like, what's digital products, just to remind myself, like, is it 10 different things? Is it 15 different things? But what have you
it can be a
created?
lot of things. Like in my case, I have exercises because that's what I talk about a lot on my channel. I have these exercises for overthinking, negative thoughts, and things like
Mm,
this,
mm,
so that you can change this habit, right? So I have writing exercises. But it can be anything. I mean, it can be step by step on how to start a YouTube channel. It can be, well, I don't know, something about art or anything, cooking, whatever, like some kind of knowledge, some kind of value that you can give to the viewer, right? So I wanted to ask you, Mel, do you do things in Canva, for example? Because there you can make something, just to search for templates, like um, I think grow is. Oh yeah, bless her. Uh, you can just search for templates for these kind of things. So it's easy.
yeah.
I think everyone can do um, digital downloads in this way. Yeah, you do some. Yeah, yeah. If you do some, yeah, then you can do. Sorry, I don't know your channel yet, but I'm going to check it out. But you probably have something that you can offer. I think we all do. It doesn't matter what kind of content we have. I think we all can offer something. So yeah, and
Yeah.
start with freebies, like, and then we can, see what people like, and then we can do something, maybe dig a little bit deeper on that subject, and then
Mm,
yeah, maybe $1, $5, I don't know.
totally,
In the future,
totally.
yeah, we can
One of the
experiment with it.
Totally. One of the things that I found quite compelling, like to actually take some action, because this is the thing. They want you in this 30-day challenge to put something up for sale, like that, like actual,
Mm,
like so, so I've been actually watching quite a few of the videos actually. And so this is the other thing I was going to say,
yeah,
I came across the YouTube channel Stand for Creators. And it seems to be a fairly, well, actually, there's just loads of videos that have gone on recently, but really cool ones like this 30-day challenge and how to set up your store, and I'm just all over that. I'm like, yeah, that's simple. Like, that would be real nice so that you're not sitting there fuffling around and you can just watch the video and you can just like play and just tick through and someone's coaching you through it. I quite like that idea.
yeah.
But the whole kind of, actually, do you know something? A guy at work today, because I had to work a few hours today, and because I've never worked the weekend in this job before, but a whole bunch of people are away, so I was having to work, but I had to say I can't start at 5 a.m. this morning because I've got something on, and they're like, sounds like you want to sleep, And I'm like, well, sleeping is good, but I did book a live with like you know, a bawling YouTuber now, like this, Phil who's gone viral and everything. Um, but anyway, so I went in a couple of hours later and he said to me, I've just got this thing, like this video thing or something. I just like glossed over it really quickly. And he said to me when I got in today, because I was relieving him after he opened up, and he said, "Oh, how was it a family thing you had on this morning?" And I just said, "Oh no, look, I just do like some video stuff." Anyway, he was like really, really nosy and inquisitive. And so I said to him, "Oh, look, I did a live stream like with some friends and stuff, and I've got this little YouTube channel and stuff." And but anyway, he was super interested, asked me what sort of videos I did and everything. And I said, "Well, look, I really just try to encourage people who want to start a YouTube channel because job security, blah, blah, blah." And he just goes, "Oh wow, do you like coach people to do that? Because
Mhm.
you know, I would really like to do that, and I would pay you to do that. Like, do you do that?" And I'm just thinking, okay, probably about half an hour ago, I've been seen on the stand thing, book a coaching call with me. And I'm thinking, no, of course I'm not doing a coaching call. Like I've got 300 and something, subs. But this guy going, and I'm just thinking, well, maybe if he does want to do it, I told him my channel name. I said, have a little look. And so maybe it's just that whole thing of, I would ask him like, well, what do you think it's worth? Because obviously I'm just brand new at sort of doing this, but I can definitely help you get started and start a YouTube channel and blah, blah, blah. But,
That's what
I
I
might just get a
mean,
bit
Karen.
bold. Let's get bold with it. Like, you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
I mean, Karen,
Like simple. We
you
we we are we are steps ahead of people
exactly.
who,
That's
you
the
know,
thing. You are
don't
like
know about
many
overthinking or don't know. Well,
you can,
it's, I mean, I see people like Alexa, of course. She started doing coaching at about, I don't know, I want to say 6 or 7 thousand. So in my mind, I've kind of got this, it needs to be a big number to be credible, but I think maybe it depends how you
but does
position
it?
it, like what you
Does
say,
it?
right?
Mhm.
And also the price, right? Just to
Yeah.
sort of say, for this much, I will help you figure out what you want to make videos about. I'll help you through your first 5 videos, and I will help talk you through uploading it. So by the end of 3 months, you'll have at least 5 videos, you know what I mean? Something like that, right? Like a little simple package. I'm not promising the world for anybody, but just like a friend, like just a this is the cost of it, and let's just get on with it and do it. So, you know what I mean? But it was a bit of a
Exactly.
sign when this guy said to me today, "Oh, look, I would
Yes.
pay you to do that." Like, oh, wow. I'm just like,
I love
whoa,
this.
okay. Okay, I'm
I love
scared
it.
now. I'm scared. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. But now I'm just
If
thinking, and then,
No, I'm sorry. If you just do it, I so wanted to talk to you about this because I hear him. I mean, you should really do it, Karen. And if you do it like the way that you are saying, just
exactly,
make it
exactly.
chill and just like a friend, and just
That's
because
exactly
obviously
right.
you're gonna start like not very serious with a small
No,
prize
that's
something.
it. That's
Yeah,
right. That's
and you
right.
will
That's
practice and
exactly
practice,
right.
and you are 1, 2, 3 steps ahead.
We
So
are
you
three
have.
steps ahead of people. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
so
So
much to
this
offer
this might this
already.
this might be it. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's it, right? You're not saying to somebody, "Oh, I'm going to help you like monetize on Instagram or monetize blah blah blah." It's just, here's a little package. If you don't have a channel, you'd like to have a channel and make 3 videos in 3 months or something, let's work together. Or you know what I mean? And you put a few little parameters in there, but that's the way to work out what your product is, right? Like, what is
Yeah.
it that you're, because I saw Alexa talking about how she was quite structured. She wrote like quite a big course. Did you see any of those videos where, she was talking
Um,
about like she wrote quite a big course and then she ended up by kind of pitching it out the window a little bit because, and then she said, now I just
I
have
saw
these calls
one.
with
Yeah.
people. They come onto the calls and we just talk, like I'm going, wow, that feels quite famous. Like when you get to that level,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But of
Yeah.
course she is, like she's at what, nearly towards 30,000 or something. But yeah, I might do that because, you know,
And also
honestly, my workplace smells.
what we were talking about before, with the fear. Just imagine just that concept, just that one thing, the fear of starting, actually doing it, taking positive action, just a mindset shift that you need to make. I mean, just there
Yes.
you have so much to offer. You know what I mean? Because you've been there, you experienced that, you went through that, and you got out on the other side. So that's just one topic of so many that you can do
Yeah,
this. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, the other thing too is one of the things I saw them saying in one of their videos on the digital products is that they said, like a template, they go, what template have you written for yourself that just makes your life a little bit easier? And I'm thinking, oh, okay, I've been really like honing this little live stream one, like here's some little tips, like a little one pager on a Word document now, you know what I mean? That I just keep honing. But
Mm.
now I could probably say to people, like, I know a beginner YouTuber wouldn't be interested in like group live streaming necessarily, but that could be a product of someone because there's so many like super competent, really super intelligent people, much more intelligent than me, who probably it's in their mind to maybe do some live streaming in a group way, but it's just kind of at some point you've got to decide, oh, look, I'm actually going to look into it now, right? That's the only difference between,
Yeah,
someone like me who's looked into it and now I know how to do a basic work on light on StreamYard, which is very basic, of course. But yeah, so you know what I mean?
exactly, because we
I
don't
reckon I reckon I might be ballsy and do some stuff in this 30-day challenge.
yeah,
Truly. Like what?
yeah,
Like seriously?
yeah.
This might be it, Pernilla. You might have to
And
do some
also,
stuff.
like Karen, you have this thing about you, the YouTube thing, because when you talk, people listen to you, and I
Come
love
on.
that about you. No, it's true. And also the way you explain things, and you are hilarious. I mean, you are so fun to watch, and yeah, you have this thing. So yeah,
Oh, you're
just
so
go.
nice. You're so nice,
Yeah,
Pamela. Do you know what? But seriously, like literally, right? This could be like the whole $29 a month because I'm thinking, the calendar invites and bookings, and then like, I don't know, the email list thing. It's like, oh, flip, okay, that's a 1 day job. You know what I mean? To think about doing that. And we'll have to ask Marv for some tips about how she got going and what her list number is up. What
yeah.
about, oh, you're so nice, Mel. What about you? Mel, are you sort of interested in anything like would you ever do? I know that you've got your hands full with quite a few things at home, like with your animals and your family and everything, but do you have an email list, Mel? Would you ever like be interested in like doing that Stan store thing, or are you doing it? Or are you selling any digital products? Oh, you're nice. Thank you, Mel. Yeah, but Marv can tell us. Marv can tell us. I'm telling you, her newsletter is pretty cool. Like I'm looking at it going, wow, I'm very intrigued. I'm impressed. And I'm
Yeah, me
intrigued.
too.
Like, does she
Wow.
have a little bit of help? Because it's a lot of work. It looks like a lot of work. I used to,
Yeah,
but I'll look into it. Yeah.
cool.
And what else
But
was it? So it's the
just
digital products, the ebook. I mean, they always talk about someone's like, you can sell an ebook for $5. I mean, I don't know,
yeah,
wouldn't it be fun to have like 5 things in your store? You know, like,
yeah,
but guess what? This is what sold me. I'm going to tell you, this is what really caught my eye when Stephen had the 3 things. And this is the other thing that I saw on the videos that they were saying, we want to be the Nike of entrepreneurship. There were
yeah,
some words like that that I put on my notes app. I literally stopped, rewound. They really want to be just simple, simple, simple. But when Stephen's got like 3 bullet points and he goes, start messy, start imperfect. So, like when you hear that reinforced again, you kind of go, yeah, it's just like the first video. It's just a piece of content. You might be putting
yeah,
some freebies. You might make something that costs $5. Well, guess what? $5 isn't breaking anyone's bank if you've got something that you think is this $5 worth. You're obviously going to put some work into it, right? But it's like everyone has to start somewhere, right?
exactly. I love that. And also
Mm.
because we are moving into this creator entrepreneurship like era, right? Because it's all what we were talking about. Um, I can't remember if it was last time. The power of creators and advertising and things like this. It's just like it's booming. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's quite incredible. The I think we're in the right business.
Do you know what? We are in the right business. And unfortunately, too, of course, it's this business that's helped put the traditional journalism, what do you call that? Structure?
Yeah,
Infrastructure? right? That whole
Yeah.
format. Like
Yeah.
when Marv was saying that, like, what did she say, 300 odd or something of the journalists in the UK and news presenters and the news anchors are all like their jobs are going. And yeah, I was just talking to the family tonight and I was saying that in New Zealand, I think we've been doing this for the last few years, haven't we, Mel? Like TV New Zealand, and everyone's been shedding their presenters and thinning down, thinning down. They seem to have wave after wave of
Mm,
restructures, but it
no.
looks like they're just doing one big clean sweep. But Marv was saying that YouTube is putting that traditional journalism, television thing like out of business because advertisers don't want to pay for advertising. So
Yeah.
we're in the
Now
right
that she,
business. Like Marv's
yeah.
in the right business, because now what's happened with her job security, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mel says she's gonna try it out. Cool.
Yeah,
We
30
should we
days for
should get
free.
together. Yeah, we should just get together and check
Yes,
out, yeah, our stores. Yeah,
yes.
I'm
And you
signing
know
up
what? The
tonight.
other
Tonight.
Let's sign up, and if you want to, Mel, you can let me
Yeah.
know. But if the three of us and anyone else who we know, like we'll check with the other girls
Mhm.
if anyone wants to sign up to it.
Yeah.
But we could do a live, like in a week's time, and just have chew the
Exactly.
fat on how it's been and what we've actually. Has anyone put anything in their store? Hey,
Yeah.
because we can put things in our store, but not post the link in bio, so we don't have to feel scared that
Yeah.
something's going to happen.
Yeah. I love
Someone's
that.
going to
Let's
buy
let's do
something.
that.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Let's
should we
do
do
that.
that? Should
Yeah.
we do that? We'll do that. We'll ask other people. And Mel,
Yeah.
if you want to, if you're available next Sunday night about this time, let's just have a bit of a chin wag on, how's it been and stuff. And that'll motivate us to take some action too, won't it?
Exactly. And then we inspire each other, it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah. Love
that's what
it.
we're here for. And
Yeah.
did I have anything else about so that was all the stand stuff. And as I say, we're not even
Yeah.
promise, like we're not even like pushing this, I've got nothing to do with it, but I just thought it's a little bit fascinating and that is a good price, like with all the other things that you could be doing. You just need a
Yeah.
one-stop shop.
Yeah. We need it to be simple. Yeah.
We do. Have you heard of Cortex? Mel, have you heard of Cortex? Kortex. That is Dan Coe, which I'm sure that you guys probably know. We'll just put that in here, Kortex.
I've heard about it, but
Cortex.
to be honest, I don't exactly know what it is.
Okay. So Cortex is the name of the product if you look up Cortex. So
Mhm.
Cortex, so I'm sensing a theme here. The theme that I'm sensing is that
Mm.
Dan Coe, Koe, he is I think he's about 28 years old. He's one of these kind of uh I think he's into all the stoic stuff. He's one of these young guys like, is it Matt D'Avilla? You know,
Yeah.
he's different to Matt, different personality. Yes, but he's really into like a very deep thinker, very intelligent guy. So his what do you call it? His target audience, I think, would be young men in their 20s, I would say between 18 and 30, and he's 28. So he's really directly speaking to them, but like just trying to tell them to like, just improve their habits and things like that and not waste their time. But him and a couple of other guys, like other big heavy hitting YouTube people, I think they are, have developed this platform called Cortex. And again, it
Mhm.
is a all-in-one platform. So I only heard about them about 3 weeks ago, and obviously they've been working on it for a long time. Super powerful AI. And actually, one of my videos I did make I got a trial on that. And what they did was, what's that guy's name? Is it Marcus? That guy who says how to make a viral video. I'm trying to think what his name is. He's like, here's how you
Mm.
make a viral video. So Dan talks about you can go to that video and you can get the transcript, put it into Cortex, and he goes, here's the prompt that you want to tell Cortex, and then you put what you want your video to be about, and it will like basically do a bit of a first thing of a script for you. But it was really, really good because he goes, Cortex, can actually do that. It can actually take the script and do some really amazing stuff. But what it is he said, instead of having your notes app and instead of having bits of paper, you might text yourself sometimes or email yourself if you're at work or whatever, some stuff. He said Cortex is all in one. You can just directly put your audio notes in there, file it, your written notes, file, simple, 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 all in one platform. So that's something interesting to look at too, because that would be
Wow. Yeah.
amazing and fun. But you can't sign up to everything, do you? Is it Marcus
You
that
can't.
does it? No,
Yeah.
you can't. No, not yet. But when we sell some stuff on our stand stores, we're doing it. We're taking some
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Totally. Positive
Amazing,
action. Let's
amazing.
do
We're taking positive action because you know what? This is
it.
that's our safety net. We can have fun by making some stuff and just uploading it in there because we don't have to put our link in bio anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But it just
And you
sort of
don't force anyone. It's
no.
just there.
Yes, it's just there, but we can have like a little
Yeah.
play and just actually take that first little dip our toes into the water and see, did we burst
Have
into
it.
a ball of dust? It was crazy. You could even get to an AI video of yourself, scary, realistic. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Yeah. We're gonna see some
what
scary stuff.
you want to see some scary stuff. What programs is
Yeah.
it that you do the AI video of yourself? Like, is there what platforms or because I haven't actually, I see all these ads coming up and I always go skip, skip, skip. I want to get to the video, but I'm not sure like if there's anything that's running right now that's doing that quite well. But yeah, we've got homework to do, haven't we, with that little stand store? Oh,
I'm
Danco,
really,
there we go,
really looking forward
Danco's.
to it.
Yes, yes, there we go,
Mm,
Danco, he's the man. He's so calm. I'm sure you will have seen him before, Pernilla. But he often does like black and white videos, but he's just a guy, really intense, but he just speaks in this beautiful, calm way. He's just his own person, really intelligent guy, really into writing. I did hear, I'll get back to you. Yes, of course. Yeah, good. All right. So should we wrap it there, ladies? So that we can get
Yeah.
on to
Hey.
our stand store and all the other things instead of doing boring things
Yeah.
like housework.
No, don't do that, Karen.
No, exactly, exactly. That's boring. Exactly. When you say, exactly when you say, "How do you get the time?" I'm like, well, maybe I don't do enough of all those other things. Awesome.
Exactly.
So thank you,
Oh, I
Mel. Thank you
love
for
this.
hanging out. Yes, we've got.
Thank you so
This is
much,
so
Mel.
great. Isn't that great?
I'm so
We've
excited
got
now
nothing to
to like
lose.
start. Yeah. And also
Absolutely, absolutely.
like you said, just start in a chill way, just,
Yeah,
getting some stuff out
totally,
there. I mean, nothing
totally.
serious. Yeah.
You know what
It,
else too? It's
like,
like, yeah, and then once we get something out there, then we can look at what other people are doing. But like, just let's just start messy.
yeah,
That's how everyone's doing it.
exactly. Just start, right? Yeah.
Amazing. All right, Pernilla. Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you again. And I'll see you over on your videos and we might email each other if you think that you might want to come onto a live with us or just whatever, but we'll keep in touch anyway. And yeah,
Yeah.
Pernilla, I'll see you on the
Thank
chats and around
you.
and abouts.
Yeah.
All right. Good fun. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Take care
See
now.
you. Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.